Well, tonight is the last night of the haunted trail, and I seem to be the only one sad about that. Some little demented part of me seems to like to really do this an awful lot. The 2012 Halloween project was a bitter disappointment. I think I only got about maybe 1/6 of what I had originally envisioned to actually work. But strangely, it's got me thinking I want to do the junkyard again next year. Last year I wanted to do anything but the junkyard, but oddly this failure has made me want to get a second shot at it and see what I can do to fix what didn't work. The original plan wasn't to be a character actor. I was going to be up in the other building out there and trigger the remote stuff by remote. But the remote, I greatly overestimated how far a range it might have, and it only had about 20 feet, and the building I was planning on being in was a good 100 feet away. I found another place to be that was a little bit closer to be, and I could still see what I needed to see, but by that time the entire system just melted down on me and it became a moot point. So I ended up having to come in here into the control center and operate the button manually to start my system. So I went ahead and decided to be the owner of the junkyard, the Raging Cajun, and I quickly came up with a mask, well, not mask, but a fake beard. And I didn't have an old cap, but I went with a somewhat newer cap and a field jacket, which I ain't gonna put on right this second because it is burning up. And my weapon of choice, the hammer. And it's amazing how many people you can scare by just slamming a hammer into something.
Yes, I had some issues I was working out, I guess. I'm hoping this golf cart charger was non-functional because I believe it is now.
It kind of makes all those months of working on these animatrons seem kind of pointless. But I kind of knew that the animatrons aren't really the main scare thing anyway. People are more scared of somebody in a mask than they are of a puppet. So I knew that coming into it, but I feel they add to the whole thing a little bit. You know, it's sometimes it's misdirection. It draws their attention in one way and you hit them from another direction and that sort of thing. Still plan on making animatrons, and then I plan on having some more next year, hopefully, that work. I believe I learned a lot this year, which is a good thing. I learned I could work at a short timetable and still get something to work. Seemed like every day, the day before, I was trying to make something work. And I got quite a few things going, you know, and I think the junkyard itself was pretty much a success. We scared a few folks, made them scream, jump, that sort of thing. Yeah, it can only get better next year, I guess. Well, my pie in the sky idea for last year was to do this year was a Space Marine vs. Aliens venue. And luckily common sense kicked in before I got into that and I decided to go ahead and do the junkyard again since I already had pieces for the junkyard. This year, oddly enough, with the complete meltdown, I'm kind of looking forward to doing the junkyard again and getting a second shot at it. The pie in the sky thing I'm thinking about right now is maybe a little cabin for Killian, you know, Cajun style little shack to replace the command center here. It kind of depends on if Wayne's got all those pallets next year still. and make some sort of facade, you know, like a front porch kind of thing. Maybe off of the side building over here for support, and have it jutting out into the middle, and having the junkyard being kind of the front yard of this shack.